name is Jack Harlan. I've been in this factory for 20 years. Started as a line operator straight out of trade school. Worked my way up to maintenance technician, then senior engineer. I know every bolt, every hydraulic line, every warning light on press line 7 like the back of my hand. I can hear when a bearing is going bad just by the pitch of the hum. I bled on that floor, lost 2 fingertips in 9, and still showed up the next day because this job put food on my family's table. I thought loyalty meant something here. I was wrong. It started 6 months ago, back in July 2025. We were pushing production hard. New contracts, overseas competition, the usual corporate pressure. The plant manager, Richard Caldwell, kept sending emails about maximizing throughput and owning our numbers. Translation: run the machines faster, longer, harder. No downtime allowed. Press line 7 is a 2,000-ton stamping beast. It forms car chassis parts, heavy steel, high pressure, zero margin for error. The main hydraulic cylinder had been showing micro leaks for weeks. Tiny at first, just a mist of oil on the floor. I logged it in the maintenance system on July 12th. Ticket hash 4471. Hydraulic seal degradation. Recommend immediate replacement. Caldwell's response came 2 days later. Monitor and report. Budget freeze on non-critical parts. Non-critical. That's what he called it. I monitored. Every shift I checked pressure readings, wiped the leaks, added fluid to top off the reservoir. By August, the leaks were steady drips. The cylinder was starting to hesitate on the return stroke, a half-second lag that could crush anything in its path. I wrote another ticket. Hash 4623. Urgent. Cylinder seal failure progressing. Risk of catastrophic blowout. This time I CC'd Safety Coordinator Maria Gonzalez and the Regional VP Potty. Caldwell called me into his office. Just me and him. No union rep. I should have insisted, but I was naive. Jack, he said, leaning back in his chair. You've been here longer than I have. You know how this works. We've got quarterly numbers. If we shut down line 7 for a full rebuild, we miss targets. Bonus is gone. Possible layoffs. You want that on your conscience? I told him straight. I'd rather miss a bonus than miss a funeral. He laughed. Actually laughed. It's not that bad. Just keep it running. We'll schedule the repair in Q4. I walked out shaking. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept seeing that cylinder in my head, the way it shuddered now, the oil pooling under the guards. I have a 16-year-old daughter, Emily. She's all I think about when I'm under those presses. September came. The lag got worse, almost a full second delay. Parts started coming out deformed. Quality control flagged batches. I wrote ticket hash 4799. Attached photos of the oil slick, pressure logs showing spikes, even a video of the hesitation. I wrote in all caps, imminent catastrophe risk, shut down immediately. Response from Caldwell, escalation noted. Engineering review scheduled for October 15. October 15th came and went. No review. No shutdown. Production quotas went up again. I started losing it. I'd snap at my crew. I'd drink too much after shifts. My wife Lisa kept asking what was wrong, but I couldn't tell her everything. Didn't want her worrying I'd come home in a box. I started carrying my phone on the floor, recording everything. Voice memos of the machine sounds. Photos of leaks, screenshots of ignored tickets. Evidence. Just in case. By November, the cylinder was weeping oil like a wound. The floor around it was permanently slick. We had to spread absorbent pads daily. I trained the new operator, young kid named Diego, barely 22, to watch for the lag. To never ever put his hands past the light curtains. He looked at me like I was paranoid. It's just a little oil, man. I wanted to scream at him. It's never just a little oil. December rolled in cold. Holiday rush, double shifts, mandatory overtime. Caldwell announced a safety bonus if we hit 0 incidents by year end. Irony so thick you could choke on it. December 18th. Night shift. 2:17 a.m. I'm running line 7 solo because Diego called in sick. Just me, the machine, and the hum that now sounded like a death rattle. I was dead tired. 14 hours already. Coffee doing nothing. The part jammed. Simple misalignment. I hit the e-stop, opened the gate, reached in to clear it. Standard procedure I've done 10,000 times. My hand was inside the die area when it happened. The cylinder blew. Not a slow leak. A full catastrophic rupture. 8,000 psi of hydraulic fluid exploded out like a bomb. The return stroke slammed down at full force. No hesitation this time, just pure violent power. The die closed on my left arm just below the elbow. I don't remember the pain at first. Just the sound, metal screeching, fluid spraying, my own scream echoing off the rafters. Then the pain hit. White hot. Like my arm was being fed into a furnace. I was pinned. Couldn't reach the e-stop with my right hand. Blood mixing with hydraulic fluid, slick and hot. The machine kept cycling. The safety interlock had failed too. Another thing I'd reported months ago. I thought of Emily. Her face at Christmas last year. I thought, this is it. I'm dying here because some suit didn't want to spend 40 grand on a SEAL kit. Minutes. It felt like hours. Finally, the line supervisor from Press 8 heard the noise and ran over. Hit the master shutoff. Called 911. They used the jaws of life to pry the die open. I remember looking down and seeing nothing. Just a mangled mess where my arm used to be. They amputated above the elbow in the ER. Woke up to Lisa crying beside the bed. Emily wouldn't even come in the room at first. Couldn't look at me. The investigation was a joke. OSHA came. Company lawyers swarmed. Caldwell expressed deep regret in a statement. They found 47 ignored maintenance tickets. All mine. All about that cylinder. All marked various shades of deferred or monitor. I got workers' comp. A settlement. Enough to pay bills, not enough to fix what they broke. They offered me disability retirement with a gag order. I refused. Told them I'd talk to anyone who would listen. The rage. God, the rage. It lives in my chest, now, like a second heart. I replay every conversation with Caldwell. Every time I backed down instead of walking out. Every time I told myself just one more shift. I loved this job once. Loved building things with my hands. Loved knowing I made parts that kept people safe on the highways. Now, I can't even open a jar with one hand. Can't throw a ball with Emily. Can't sleep without seeing that die coming down. Management got bonuses that year. Caldwell got promoted to regional director. The factory got a new safety initiative. Posters everywhere saying your safety is our priority. Bullshit. If you're listening to this, if you're an operator, a tech, an engineer, don't wait. Don't monitor. Don't trust them to do the right thing when money's on the line. Document everything. Scream if you have to. Walk out if you must. Because they won't lose sleep if you lose a limb. Or your life. I wish I'd screamed louder. I wish I'd walked. I wish a lot of things. But most of all, I wish I'd never trusted them with my life.